Good day, everyone. Hope you're doing well. We are finally going back racing. I'm just really excited just thinking about the weekend ahead, the Austrian Grand Prix. I know I'm a little bit more geared up for Formula E than Formula One, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just really happy that we are finally going back on track. And here to present to you this Austrian Grand Prix preview. Before we start, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel so that maybe someday I will even be in Austria for the next preview next year, who knows. Please subscribe and don't miss any news. A lot to talk about, so we'll go quickly over everything. I think most of the news you've heard already before. So let's start with what to expect from this weekend. A little bit of an overview of the Austrian Grand Prix, of what happened last year. So all the teams are going there with all the COVID-19 measures, which, if you've seen the videos on YouTube and social media, makes it a little bit awkward. Everyone is wearing a face mask, social distancing, drivers cannot even hug each other's. The trucks are all farther away from the pit lane. There are no motorhomes. We're using the facilities at the track actually to host everyone. There will be COVID-19 testing every 5 days. Everyone was tested 72 hours before getting to Austria. And that's just really strange. There won't be any public in the grandstand, obviously. No, not a lot of media allowed. No guests. When we have the grid formation, it's gonna be very quiet without all those fancy people there. But you know, that's what we have to do if we want to slowly restart with the sport. And I think it's just a good thing that we are at least going back and starting something. I don't think we can complain about it, even though it is sad for everyone who wants to attend. So going to Austria, many subjects to talk about. Some controversial one. Let's start with what will be the big topics. Actually pretty hot outside here, and you can see the kids playing. That's cool. What will be the hot topics for this weekend? Well, thinking back all the way into February and March during winter testing, I think we cannot overlook the performance of Mercedes. Do they finally have what it takes to end the Red Bull winning streak at the Red Bull Ring? Verstappen won for the last 2 years in Austria. The last Mercedes wins dates back to 2017, and Hamilton did not win in Austria since 2016. So it's been a while. I think they learned from their mistake in the previous years. Last year, they told us that the big issue was with the cooling of the engine, because Austria is a little bit in higher altitude, and the Mercedes engine had trouble keeping up with the thinner air for cooling. So that they say that they fixed it for this year. We'll see. Obviously during winter testing Mercedes looks super strong, but we are still in the unknown because nobody actually raced. this year yet. Mercedes will be bringing some upgrades to their car, and maybe even to their engine. We are not entirely sure, but the car will feature some new upgrades that they developed. So already Mercedes 2020 Spec B, and same can be said for Red Bull. Red Bull are bringing new parts, and already they confirm the Honda engine B spec, which they can absolutely do, since we haven't raced. It's not like using a new engine or an engine change, so they are free to just do that. The Austrian circuit is still one with a lot of straight lines. It's a short circuit, so you need speed. Will the Honda engine keep up? We will see. For Mercedes, will the DAS system have any impact on the race? It was another big talk in February, that dual axis steering system that allow you to pull and push on your controlling wheel. Sorry, forgot the word. To change the toe of the car, the toe of the wheels. That could be an interesting feature. Like I said, featuring a lot of long straights, this could play to Mercedes' advantage. So we'll see. We hope that we have a good race. I would put my money on Red Bull again this year. They've dominated Austria for 2 years in a row. They've dominated high altitude circuits for 2 years in a row. So there is no reason why they should not do it again this year and have maybe a Max Verstappen or Alex Albon leading the championship after the first race. Speaking of engines, the Ferrari controversy. In March, it was the big thing. Ferrari coming to a settlement with the FIA and Formula One over their 2019 power unit, which we know was over powerful and just the best power unit of the grid last year. They came to settlement. We don't know the terms, we don't know what happened. Was the 2019 Ferrari engine legal? Nobody knows. And for sure, if Ferrari dominates in Austria for whatever reason, this is gonna come back to bite them, because we don't know if Ferrari really is as strong as they were last year. During testing, they seem to be behind everyone else. Well, everyone else. Behind the last of the big teams, let's say it like that. Some were saying that maybe they were just turning down their engine, maybe the car was not great. If it was just the engine, we'll find out this weekend, with maybe them turning up the power, but maybe it's also the car in general. They are not bringing any upgrade to Austria, and they've confirmed that only in Hungary in 2 weeks' time we're gonna have something new on the Ferrari, and it's also gonna be like something completely different from what we've seen so far, which is strange. Does it mean that what they've seen truly is not to their liking? Probably. And if they don't have any upgrades coming in this weekend, for sure they are on the back foot. So we'll have to see. Ferrari fighting for 5 and 6 this weekend, maybe. Who knows? Racing Point could come biting them back, since it's the pink Mercedes and they will have some upgrades. So Ferrari 7-8, Racing Point 5-6. That would make for some exciting racing. And speaking of Ferrari, during the interviews early today, we got confirmation or some lighting about the contracts of Sebastian Vettel. Apparently, he was not offered any contract from Ferrari before signing Carlos Sainz, meaning that Ferrari had absolutely no interest in keeping Sebastian Vettel, four-time world champion. Is that true? Is it only oil on fire? Who knows, again? But that's still strange, and we'll see with what kind of mindset Vettel will race this weekend. Actually, for the whole season. Said he will race for the team, but will also fight with Charles. I think Vettel is just gonna go all out and not care about the team, really. So, to follow, quickly talking about big topics. McLaren came to some kind of a financial settlement. Apparently they found the money to keep going for this season without too much trouble. Williams still looking for some buyers, looking for money. Also not having any upgrades this weekend, but that's to expect since they don't really know where they have to improve without racing. Renault, big mystery. They could surprise everyone since they had a good performance in winter testing toward the end, but also a mysterious where they stand. Alfa Romeo, Alfa Tauri, nothing really, no expectations. They could be pretty much anywhere. Haas, also the big question mark. No idea where they stand. Did I forget a team? I don't know. I don't think. Mention it in the comment if I forgot someone. I feel like I had something else to talk about. I guess I forgot, or maybe I don't have anything else to talk about. In any case, thank you for watching. I will see you again tomorrow after FP2 for a little recap and analysis. You can expect some very busy free practice sessions since everyone will want to gather data that they did not get since March and that they will need for this season and even for the next season, since most of the current car will be used again next year. So it will be intriguing. I will see you again after free practice 2. Maybe for a walk, maybe from my F1 hideout, who knows. So thank you guys. Please subscribe so that you don't miss any Formula 1 news, and take care. Have a great day and also a great Austrian Grand Prix.